Adel Taarabt is football chaos in its purest form, a street football genius with unreal skill, outrageous confidence, and a career that swung between brilliance, controversy, exile, and redemption. Few players in modern football have produced moments as magical as Taarabt, and even fewer have reinvented themselves the way he did. For the digital generation, Taarabt's legacy lives forever on social media and YouTube compilations. His signature moves, effortless nutmegs, outrageous shoulder drops, and outside-of-the-boot passes, made him a viral sensation long before the TikTok era. Even modern global superstars, such as Jack Grealish, have openly admitted to growing up watching highlights of Taarabt for creative inspiration. The cautionary tale of what if. For coaches and pundits, Taarabt was for many years the definitive case study of wasted natural talent. Former managers like Harry Redknapp frequently used him as an example of how a poor work rate, lack of defensive discipline, and fitness struggles can sabotage a player blessed with the technical ability of a Ballon d'Or winner. The Moroccan Wonder Kid, 2004 to 2007. Born in Morocco and raised in France, Taarabt grew up playing football with swagger, flair, and zero fear. At RC Lens, coaches quickly realized they had a different kind of talent on their hands. He dribbled past players for fun, played with street football freedom, and carried the confidence of a superstar before even turning 18. But there was one problem: he didn't always listen. Coaches loved his talent but struggled with his attitude and refusal to play simple football. Still, the hype around him exploded across Europe, and soon the Premier League came calling. Tottenham, talent without freedom, 2007 to 2009. In 2007, Tottenham Hotspur signed the teenage sensation. Some at the club compared him to a young Zinedine Zidane because of his elegance and technical ability. But English football was brutal, fast, and tactical, the complete opposite of the free-flowing football Taarabt loved. He struggled to adapt, managers lost patience, and his flashy style frustrated teammates. Nutmegs in dangerous areas and risky tricks became his trademark, but they also got him frozen out of the squad. At Spurs, Taarabt looked less like the future of football and more like a misunderstood artist trapped in the wrong system. The king of QPR, 2009 to 2015. Everything changed when he joined Queen's Park Rangers. At QPR, Taarabt was finally given freedom, and he exploded. The 2010-11 season became legendary. Manager Neil Warnock built the entire team around him and handed him complete creative control. Taarabt responded with one of the most outrageous individual championship seasons ever seen. 19 goals. 21 assists. Endless highlight reel moments. Championship title winner. EFL Player of the Year. Defenders couldn't stop him. Fans couldn't believe him. Every match felt like a YouTube compilation in real time. He scored screamers, danced through defenses, and played football with pure arrogance and imagination. Loftus Road became his stage, and Taarabt became a cult hero. Premier League pressure and the Milan revival, 2011 to 2014. When QPR reached the Premier League, the spotlight got brighter, and so did the criticism. Taarabt still produced moments of genius, including unforgettable performances against Arsenal and Fulham, but questions about his discipline and consistency followed him everywhere. After QPR's relegation, he went on loan to Fulham before making a shock move to AC Milan in 2014. And suddenly, the magic returned. Italian football suited him perfectly. The slower tempo and tactical structure gave him space to shine. He scored a stunning goal on his debut against Napoli and impressed in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. For a moment, it felt like the world was finally seeing the real Adel Taarabt. Benfica, from exile to redemption, 2015 to 2022. Then came the strangest chapter of all. In 2015, Taarabt signed for Portuguese giants Benfica, but instead of becoming a star, he disappeared. Poor fitness, disciplinary issues, and inconsistency pushed him into football exile. He spent years away from the first team, playing for Benfica B and briefly going on loan to Genoa. Most people thought his career was finished. Then football delivered one of its greatest comeback stories. In 2019, Benfica manager Bruno Lage completely reinvented Taarabt. The flashy attacking midfielder became a deep-lying central midfielder, working harder, tackling more, controlling games, and finally showing maturity. The transformation shocked everyone. The same player once criticized for laziness suddenly became one of Benfica's hardest-working midfielders. Fans who once doubted him started celebrating him again. He helped Benfica win the league and played a major role in their Champions League run. It was redemption, reinvention, and proof that talent alone doesn't define a career, evolution does. The UAE Chapter, 2022, present. In 2022, Taarabt moved to Al Nasser SC in the UAE, where he embraced a leadership role and became the creative heartbeat of the team. Away from the intensity of European football, he rediscovered the freedom and joy that made him special in the first place. In 2025, he joined Sharjah FC to continue the final chapter of his unique football journey. Morocco, chaos, drama and brilliance. Taarabt's international career with the Morocco national football team mirrored his club career perfectly: brilliant, emotional, and unpredictable. He debuted in 2009 and quickly became one of Morocco's most exciting talents. But disagreements with coaches and emotional reactions led him to temporarily walk away from the national team in 2011. Years later, after rebuilding himself at Benfica, he earned a dramatic recall in 2019 after 5 years away from international football. The legacy of Adel Taarabt. Adel Taarabt will always remain one of football's greatest what-if stories, but also one of its most unforgettable entertainers. Adel Taarabt's legacy is defined by one core paradox: he is widely remembered as the ultimate street footballer whose raw, unteachable flair made him one of the most entertaining players of his generation, balanced against the reality of a fragmented career that fell short of its world-class potential. Rather than standard trophy hauls, his impact is measured in cultural influence, viral nostalgia, and an extraordinary story of late-career redemption. He wasn't perfect. He wasn't predictable. But at his best, he made football feel like art. The blueprint for late-career reinvention. The final, and perhaps most impressive, pillar of Taarabt's legacy is his radical transformation at Benfica. By successfully transitioning from an undisciplined, luxury playmaker into a gritty, hard-tackling, deep-lying central midfielder, he rewrote his own narrative. He proved to the footballing world that he possessed the psychological resilience to change, discarding his reputation as an uncoachable maverick to become a respected,